Hi there, Tug here from The Fishers, and I hope you're safe and well. To put today's video in context, if you haven't followed the channel before, not subscribed, please do. But if you haven't been following the recent run of videos, I've been basically building a new board involving the G3 Atom. Last video that I put up was me choosing my distortion and my boost pedal, and basically I got to that stage, had been to rehearsal, tried the combinations that I'd rattled it down to, and then all of a sudden this the Chase Bliss Automatone Preamp Mark II, a bit of a mouthful, but it came up on eBay. And I thought, oh, I'm going to bid on it. I've got to give it a go, right? And I won. I won the bid. So that kind of put a right spanner in the works, as you can imagine, because I'd sorted out all my pedal order, all the pedals that I was going to put on. And I thought, hello, I'm going to have to give this a go. So today's video is really what I wanted to see is, okay, can I put it in a loop? I've run out of loops on the G3 Atom, as it has 6 loops, so I'd had the pedals all in order where I wanted them. And I thought, right, okay, well, it's obviously a really good pedal. Let's see if we can put it in one of the loops, but to do so I'm going to have to lose 1, maybe 2. And then it sparked my thought, well, hang on a minute, if it's that good, can it replace all of my drive section? You know, could I end up with a board whereby it's literally the Automatone, the Wampler Terraform, and the Nemesis Collider, Source Audio Collider. Could it be literally I've got 3 pedals on my board, you know? And I thought, right, I've got to give this a go. So okay, let's dive in. I'll give you a run through, and then yeah. So all I've done at the moment, I haven't put this in the loop of the Atom yet. I might do, but it depends on whether it can cover 1 or 2 or maybe all of these pedals, but we shall see. So at the minute the signal's going Timmy through to Automatone. The Automatone's then going into the inputs. That's how we've got it set up. The other thing I've put a little expression pedal, the little DVP mini, and I've just done a global setting on it to adjust the gain levels. So as you see, I'm rocking that and it's moving that slider up and down. So I've just used the expression as that at the moment. Other than that, I think that's where we're at the moment. So I think the next thing to do is to have a little test, see what sounds we can get out of it, see if we can approximate. Now I have had a little run through, so it's not, I'm not going into this totally cold, I'll be honest with you. I've had a little play through with it and tried to sort of get in the ballpark so we're not spending too long fannying about. And so far I'm really impressed with it, but let us know in the comments, see what you think, see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah, just basically I've got the 2 amps set up as normal. I'm not sure how much of the Imperial Mark II you're going to hear because it's kind of being blocked by the pedal board and the case, but I've thrown up the normal Rogues mic, and then I'm playing me Troublemaker telly. So yeah, let's dive in and have a little playthrough. What I wanted to do is see if we can get my core tone on the pedal as well. That's why I like the Timmy, in the fact that I can literally duplicate what my clean sound is, i.e. no pedals. So that's why I like the Timmy, because I can just then bring in a bit of gain, and it's just a little bit of a more saturated version of my core sound. So we'll try that first. I have sort of had a little play around. As you can see, we're on 0 here on the preset. So this is my clean tone. This is no pedals on whatsoever. So it's definitely a bit brighter, so we'll just try just turning down the treble a little bit. Well, as you can hear, that's pretty close. That is pretty close. So okay, that's a good start. It's always a real favour for me with a pedal. So we can pretty much take it that we're going to be able to do what the Timmy does with it, i.e. we'll put the Timmy on, you can hear it just, I've got the bass cut a little bit and then the gain up a little bit. So that's the Timmy. As I say, when my hand's over here, I'm going to just be moving the expression pedal up a little bit. You can see the gain slider coming up. As you can hear, that is pretty much nailing what the Timmy does. So that's really interesting. So at the least I could use it what I used the Timmy for. Next one we've got in the chain, we've got the Tumnus buried at the back there. Now usually on the Tumnus I had the bass and mids right bang at noon and the treble just slightly past noon. Level is pretty much straight up at noon, and then gain just again about 1 o'clock-ish, and the other hot switch on. So this is the Tumnus. So let's try there. I'll put this onto preset 2. That never gets old, that slider's moving about, that's so cool. So this is the, let's try and match this. This is the automatone on. Okay, so in the ballpark, I think the gain's just needs to come down a little bit. So I feel it's just really the mids that it's just slightly different. I'm going to try just lowering the frequency a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty close. I think with more tweaking, I don't want to spend too long on this video for you, but you can hear it's in the approximation. It's really bleeding close. I think with a bit more tweaking, finite tuning, we could definitely hit that Tumnus, and that's literally my favourite ever overdrive, that pedal. So that's really interesting. It could potentially take that out of the need of having that on the board. Let's try the other one. This is the Hotcake. Excuse it's all buried. So basically the level on the Hotcake is noon. Presence is just past about 2 o'clock. Presence is sorry, drives about 1 o'clock on it. So I've had a go at this one. This one is on preset 7. It's the automaton. Alright, let's. So this is the Hotcake. As you see, I've already sort of had a try of this one, and again, this is so flipping close. And that's really with the gain sort of only, you know, a certain way up as well. So if you're wondering if it does sort of distortion sounds, it certainly does. So that's, let's see if we can just listen to that again. Just save that. So yeah, as you hear, that's pretty flipping close as well. Let's have a go with, so the Acapulco Gold's over there. Again, I've just had this just fraction past like 9 o'clock. So I had a go at this one earlier, and I must admit I can't match it. Now, the automaton does have dip switches inside. As I say, I've only just got the pedal and just had my sort of first little fleeting go through it. But this is the fuzz I've sort of got up, which I really do quite like this fuzz sound. So it sounds wicked. It sounds really, really bloody good. This is the Acapulco Gold. So as you can hear, it's pretty close. I've got it fairly close here. So it's the open fuzz on. I've put the mids post gain, and that seemed to get me into the ballpark on it. But yeah, let's have a listen to that again. So. So as you can hear, it's pretty much in the ballpark on all three of those drives and the boost. Bearing in mind what I do with the boost is to saturate a bit more, so theoretically with the expression pedal just coming up on the gain on some of these settings, I could theoretically, obviously I need the Cali 76, but theoretically I could run my board with the automaton Terraform collider, and that could be my whole setup. So I'm sorely tempted to sort of take these off the pedal board. The other way to think of it is, if this pedal ever went down, is it worth just keeping these on the board, and if it goes down, then at least I've got backup. So that's the other train of thought that I've got. But I am quite amazed at how good this pedal is, and like everybody sort of whinges about the how much it costs, but when you think theoretically you've got 4 pedals that could replace, I mean, what are those? There's about 190 each, that's about 130, that's about 130. See, pretty much the same sort of price as what I paid for this. As I say, I sort of got it second hand. I was amazed when it come up on eBay, so I was like, well, let's give this a go. And I'm really pleased I did. So that's why I've sort of cut. I knew I was going to use it in some form, but I didn't think I was going to get as close as what I have with some of these pedals. I think again I'm going to take it to rehearsal, see what it's like in context with the band, but I can tell already that it's getting as close or as near as damn it with those. So yeah, really interesting, guys. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty blown away. I've got the MIDI cable in, and it's coming from the Terrafall, so the MIDI out of the Atom is going to the Collider, to the Wampler, to the Automatone. I must admit I haven't had a chance to sort of set up the MIDI information to control the Automatone yet, but as I say, I thought I would do a separate video of how to control the Atom, how to that controls those two. But now we've got this on board, it's going to give us a good chance to sort of do that at the same time. So yeah, that'll be the next video. I know I said that last time, but yeah, this came along and it's sort of thrown a real sort of spanner in the works. So I'll have another little think about what I'm going to do here, as in what pedals to stay on, and then I'll tidy up the wiring and we'll get there. But yeah, okay, I'll join us. Hope to see you next time when we've got it all tidied up, and then we'll go through the MIDI, how the Atom controls the other three pedals. Yeah, take care for now, guys. Bye bye.